calling all you musicians out there, calling all of you who know how to play an instrument, those who aspired to be musicians, who always wanted to play an instrument, those who had a dream of one day playing an instrument, those who have instruments who are collecting dust in their closets, in your basement, in your garage. I'm calling forth all the musicians, and today we're going to talk about how playing a musical instrument can be a coping skill to help you with grief. And so if you're thinking, well, I've always wanted to play a musical instrument, I thought about it, but I never picked it up, or I used to play, but now with everything that I'm going through, I don't play anymore. And I want to encourage you to pick up an instrument and either learn to play that instrument or pick up your gift and play. There's so many benefits to playing an instrument. Not only does it help organize your brain in terms of helping your left and right hemispheres of your brain to communicate with one another. So now I can get my entire brain in on the act, but I can get my brain in on the act, I can get my body in on the act, and I can get in return for playing my instrument so many positive effects. So let's talk about what are the benefits of playing an instrument. So we began with it helps you to increase your cognitive abilities. And so if you want to fight off dementia, if you want to fight off sadness and depression and anxiety, play an instrument because it's helping to engage your brain, your body, and your heart, and it's having a positive effect on all of those things. It's helping you to improve your fine motor skills because of what's required to play your instrument, whether it's the keys or the strings. You have to concentrate and be able to touch the right key, the right string, to bell out the right note in order to be able to make that instrument play the way that it was meant to be played. And so therefore you're engaging all of you to make a beautiful sound. And so your brain gets smarter, and if you're the kind of person that can play more than one instrument, you multi-instrumentalist out there, you can become more proficient at it the more, of course, that you engage and practice. And have you ever seen someone bring out their guitar or bring out their instrument? Next thing you know, there's all these people that surround them waiting to hear them play. And so playing an instrument is a great way of becoming more social, of gaining more friends, of changing the environment around you by adding to the beauty of the sounds around you. And if you find that in the grief process, in the loss process, that the silence in your house is deafening, why not consider picking up an instrument and playing it so that you can change the sounds? So rather than listening to the sound of your air conditioner, your furnace, your boiler, the neighbors across the street, the neighbors next door, the cars going by, listen to the beautiful sound that you make by playing the instrument of your choice. And as you start to play, you're going to grow in just confidence. You're going to feel good about taking action and doing something that you enjoy. And even if playing the instrument initially brings on some tears and sadness because you remember playing with your loved one or playing for them, or if they were instrumental in teaching you how to play an instrument, or they really enjoyed your music and you felt great when you played for them, that initial picking up the instrument and playing is going to be difficult. But if you continue to play through that, play through the tears, and play in a way that you're honoring their memory, honoring the loss, rather than feeling as if your playing is increasing your loss, it's helping you to process those feelings that you're having. It's helping you to remember the good times. It's helping you to become even more creative. And maybe the music that you create is really telling the story of your grieving process. It's telling the story of your loss. And so playing the instrument will take work, will take time. And if you've never learned how to play and you've always wanted to, why not now? Why not at a time where you need every tool in the toolbox to help you through the grieving process? Why not choose to pick up an instrument and play now? And to choose to take the lessons and be taught how to play, how to increase something that you've always wanted to do, which is a skill. Look at finding someone who knows how to play and see if they'd be willing to take you on as a student and teach you how to create the music that's going to help you in your recovery process. And also, learning to play an instrument and playing that instrument can help you to recreate your life, because you're recreating your story by adding something that wasn't there before, or increasing your skill that you might have let collect dust for the past months or years, that you're introducing back into your life. If you're the person who says, I really miss playing, then it's time to take the dust off your instrument and play. If you're the person who says, I've always wanted to, I even brought the instrument, I have, maybe videos or CDs or things to teach myself, but I never did it. Now take that thing up and discover a part of you that you either let go or you silenced. Discover that part of you that needs to be enhanced to help you in this process that you're going through now. And remember that as you do so, there are many benefits in terms of your physical health, because you're moving your body, in terms of your mental health, because you're feeling better as you play, in terms of just being able to grow in your fine motor skills, in your movement, in your flexibility, right? To be able to have a total sensory experience by engaging in playing an instrument, and the sound of the music and the change of your mood is a wonderful way to add to your coping skills toolbox to help you through the grieving process. It reminds you to laugh. It reminds you to have fun. It reminds you of a side of you that is untouched, unexperienced, that needs to be revived or ignited. So I encourage you with that to remember, recover, and recreate your life by incorporating the playing of an instrument, the sound of music, and the beauty that it brings into your toolbox. Thank you for joining me.